here we are doing the comparison test. This is with the ALA 1530 still connected, and we're tuned to ONO in Belgium. Which has given us an S5 and a nice clear signal. And between transmissions, wait for him to drop, the noise isn't too bad. This is using the new MiniWhip's power feed unit. Now the difference with this power feed unit compared with previous ones is it is disconnected from the radio's earth. So the earthing is done purely by the radio chassis itself. And the idea behind this is that you don't transmit locally generated noise into the system. And when I first encountered this, I thought, well, how's this going to work? How do you get your 50 ohm impedance? But of course it does work, and apparently it's quite a well-known idea. So what I'm going to do is swap back to the old power feed unit, which is connected to the receiver's earth and to the earth outside in the garden, which is at the base of the ALA 1530, and we'll just see the difference it makes. So we're now connected to the old power feed unit. Well, it's a similar amount of signal level, but it doesn't seem quite as sharp, and certainly between transmissions there's almost S4 of noise. So what we'll do now is we'll try that at HF using one of the voltmeters you saw in part 1. So here we are using the new earthless MiniWhip power feed unit, and we're on 5505. Now it's virtually buried under interference. But it is there and just about intelligible. We'll now swap over to the old power feed unit. This is back on the original. Now for my ears, I'm not sure if it's coming out on the camera, that is slightly better. So we could have a situation where the new power feed unit is better on the NDB band than the old one, but the conventionally earthed up old one is better for HF. No small problem really, just swap them round as a need be. Anyway, let's go and do the scan and see how we get on. This is Lavelle in France. It's 197 miles from my QTH. Currently using the new power feed unit. So we have a small amount of noise and a signal peaking at just over S3 on the NDB. Now I'll quickly swap to the old original power feed unit now. Now straight away you'll notice we have a lot more background noise. In fact, we have background noise which was equivalent to the peaking NDB earlier of around S3. So while the signal may be greater on the original power feed unit, the clarity and ability to resolve the NDB is higher on the new one. Well, that's good. Hi everybody, right, so we're moving towards the installation of the MiniWhip, and here is the antenna itself. Now what I've done is I've wrapped some self-amalgamating tape around both join parts on the aerial just to ensure a bit more weatherproofing, and then I'll put black insulation tape around that, and the reason is to create a snug fit like a piston when I place it down inside the pipe. So I'm just going to connect the coax up and try it for size. So we connect it up and let's just see how it goes here. Fairly snug fit as expected, top and bottom. I don't know if you can see that, it's just in there now. The other job I've got to do is to fit this plastic cap, that was just the insert dropping out of it, which will go over the top like that, making a nice snug waterproof fit. The MiniWhip itself is just there, as you can see the top of it, and I shall glue it to the underside of the cap and then seal the cap to the top of the tube. That should produce a nice waterproof seal to keep the MiniWhip free from rain, and the cap will stop anything going down as well. It's just made of nylon. It was I think it was a skin cream or something that my wife had, but the pot was just right, the right size, as you can see, makes a snug fit. So that will be the mast ready to go up in the tree.